PackMan here, enjoying another broadcast of the 10 minutes with the BathMat. Today, you get the PackMan. Super awesome. So I'm enjoying another Rolling Rock in the Packer koozie. Now, I became a Packer fan in grade school. Scott Lenny Lenz, my good friend, was a Packer fan. And at the time, the Bears were crap. So I became a Packer fan. I've been a Packer fan since then. I am a season ticket holder. I am also a part team owner. Here's my stock certificate. That's right. I'm a voting stockholder, owner of the Green Bay Packers. I have also appeared at Lambeau as Pac-Man with Sean Jones, in case somebody saw these stories earlier. Somebody throw a post up and let me know that I got this baby broadcasting. And Sean Jones famously, in that picture, I mentioned to him, thank you, Dan, that at the Super Bowl in New Orleans, which I attended and have my ticket, that is the ticket right there. And we were driving through New Orleans, and we were driving past the Packers Hotel, and I needed to go to the bathroom quite badly. And so I wasn't paying attention, and he sort of stepped off the curb at the hotel, and I almost ran him over. So I told him, I said, Sean, I almost ran you over, and I almost killed you. He said, you didn't knock the hurricane out of my hand, did you? That guy's a card, I'll tell you that. Oh, ow. Okay, so Packers, 13-time world champions, most in the NFL, including a delightful victory in 2010 over Mike Filippone's Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, the G logo, which you see over here on the pillow, was invented by a trainer in 1961 during the Vince Lombardi regime, and he was going for something that resembled a football and still had the G. Hey, there you go. Okay. So, now, in the classic rivalry between the Bears and Packers, especially in the recent past with Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers, those two quarterbacks have amassed a 39-15 record against the lowly Bears. You know, I know you've had Trubinsky and a couple other stinkers. Cutler, oh, he was one of my favorites. I love that Cutler. I wish he was still on the team instead of on TV. But, you know, we put the hurt on those guys. And also, famously for myself, I was made a bet with Jonathan Brandmeier on the Loop radio station. And I bet him that if the Bears beat the Packers, that I would stand out for 15 minutes in my underwear. Of course, I did not make a rebound bet of any kind in case they won, but as it turned out, Kevin Butler kicked a last-minute field goal, and I had to stand out in my underwear. Well, I was promptly arrested by the Oak Lawn police, before I lived in Oak Lawn even, and the arresting officer was Mike Murray, who is one of Bob Greig's bestest friends, and still to this day, and who was the chief of police, now retired, in Oak Lawn during my tenure while I live here. Talk about crazy. But I have a picture of me with Johnny Brandmeier from the studio when I was on the radio with him. That's me in the far right there. Whoop, 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 that one. So, and it says, Ken, you are a true loser. Johnny B. So, I also then, my brother Scott Bart Starr had a book signing, and I have all Bart Starr's books, all 7 of them, including the Scholastic book that most of us started with, Bart Starr fans, Scholastic Book Club at school. And he got Bart Starr to sign the book to Ken, the Underwear Man. Pretty cool, huh? Bart died that year. And that's too bad. He was a good guy, one of the great quarterbacks, and he amassed many of the championships. So, now, going to the games with Lenny and myself is always, we get a little bit tipsy. We might imbibe. And we a lot of times we're there for the reunion weekend, and we snuck into Fuzzy Thurston's bar, Fuzzy's, and supposed to be only for the players, and somehow they didn't kick us out right away, But we got a bunch of autographs, got to meet some of our heroes. I'm somewhat known for taking things that I shouldn't. I took Fuzzy sold these at the bar. I got one free somehow. It might end up in my pocket or something. I don't know what happened. Anyway, so now I have my collection of the Packer ornaments. I'll throw it to you, baby. So I got the king, Vince Lombardi, right there, the man who started all the greatness. Quarterback during the glory years, Bart Starr. Good old number 4, Brett Favre, the gunslinger. Most interceptions ever in the NFL. Charles Woodson broke the collarbone in the Super Bowl, but rallied the troops at halftime, even though he couldn't play the second half. The Claymaker, Clay Matthews, now a washed-up piece of garbage. Jordy Nelson, also now semi-washed up and retired, and caught many an Aaron Rodgers pass. And the current king, A-Rod himself, Aaron Rodgers. Oh, how we love his handsome face. Oh, we do. Even though we pretty much believe he's gay. But that's just us, okay? Don't. You make your own choice of opinion. So, coming up on 7 minutes. Let's see what else I got. Yeah, running short again, it looks like. 7 minutes in, let's see, we got Nigel Bravo with the Screw Philip on Steelers. I like that. Georgia logo was not before the Packer logo. Now, I do have, I don't know if anybody of you caught the Blue Island Beer Company spot on WTTW that Dan had on earlier, but I am drinking a Dank Punk, double Dank Punk in the Packer glass. And delicious. So, I believe tomorrow we'll be going to, I think tomorrow we're going to be doing the guitar introduction. Meet the guitars. Maybe I'll play something that'll probably scare everybody off. That's it. I'm not a very good guitar player, I can tell you that. But I like guitars. I like music. I like having guitars. So that's what you're up against tomorrow. I think I see a Jim Philippone out there. Good to see you on there, Jim Bovini. What else? Here's a picture of myself and Rose Lynn, Scott's wife. Scott knows everybody by their face, and he gave me the wrong name of a Packer player. I went up and said hi to him, and the guy's like, yeah, that's not me. I'm like, oh, sorry. 8:49, we got about a minute left. I got to start, maybe running a run-through on my thing, make sure I got 10 minutes of solid material, because I've been running short here. But, what can you say about the Pack? Greatest team ever, Love to go to the games. Lambeau is one of the shrines of all sports, along with Fenway and Wrigley. Just a great place to see a game. I know John DeLordo. I took him there this year, also known as the Diddler, and he stole my Packer poncho, which was not good. I can tell you that. A couple of weeks of consternation and getting in trouble from Alfred and everybody else. I lost it. But anyway, John was enjoying a nice vino during the show tonight. I had vino last night. Tonight I have the beer. So we're coming up on the wrapper-upper. Remember, there is the BathMat right there. The BathMat, the BathMan, Packers, Brett Favre bobblehead right there. Woo! Yeah. And here we go. That's it. 10 minutes. Love you guys. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.